Hello everyone, Con Goldman here, and today I really wanted to give a explanation video of the time my own body attacked itself, really. Of course, I've talked about this on my channel before, but when I did, it had just happened and I didn't really know a lot. So that's why I'm kind of remaking that old video and also giving a brief update on what happened after that, because that was recorded in December 2024 and now it's July 2025 as I'm recording this. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. November 2024 is where we start. I was at a football match with Marijn. Also a great football match, by the way, but that's not the point of the video. After the game, there was an area that was very slippery. It was spilled with beer and all of that stuff. And due to the slipperiness, I slipped and got a fracture in my elbow. I had to go to the hospital for that. They scanned my elbow and they saw I had a fracture in it. So I was out of school for like 2 weeks. When I did come back to school, there was something off. Something very strangely was off. I was way more tired than before. Like, I couldn't even follow a lesson anymore without like dreaming away. That's how bad it was. A lot of teachers noticed that. Also, my skin was very pale. But I mean very pale. The teachers had noticed that, and one of the teachers suggested maybe you should take blood tests. Me and my mother was always against this at the time, but due to one teacher finally saying it, we decided we should. And then the results came in, and I had to be pulled from school to go to the doctor to discuss the results. Why? It's because the results were very bad. To sum it up quickly, there was a shortage of white blood cells throughout my entire body. And this could be a result of leukemia. This was just a theory at the time, but a definite possible one, which was very scary. To further test what was going on, I had to go to the hospital for a bit, to further test if I had leukemia. Luckily, it was tested negative that I had leukemia. So, no cancer. But there was definitely something else going on. So, it had to be tested in a different hospital. This one was in Amsterdam. And by the way, the football match in November 2024 and this was like early December 2024. This all happened in 3 weeks time. So it was like very weird. So, I had to lay in a hospital bed for the coming while. And trust me, that was not fun. Yeah, there was a PlayStation there, so at least I had some form of entertainment, but like, still, you'd rather just not be there, you know? I did not consider it a break or anything. I didn't want this. I didn't want to be sick. But yeah, here I was, laying sick in a hospital bed. Further tests had to prove what was going on, including a mini surgery at the intensive care. Which, yeah, I don't even need to explain how bad that really is. Luckily, I got out of that. But still, it's just, you just rather not have it, if you know what I mean. You'd rather just not have a mini surgery. After that was over, I woke up successfully, had a bit of a pain in my chest because, you know, they were doing stuff in my chest with my stuff they thought that was going wrong. And well, this is what happened. Since 2023, my autoimmune system, which is created for every single person on Earth to protect you from viruses and other sicknesses, has instead been attacking me. Or well, more specifically, my liver. it's been attacking my own liver. This is a sickness called autoimmune hepatitis, which is a very just bad sickness to have. Like, you won't die of it. At least there's that. But still, you have to deal with it for the rest of your life. I have to take medicine for the rest of my life. How I got this is not known. The doctors just said to me, well, it's just pure bad luck. It's best how I can really describe it. Yeah, just pure bad luck. For the rest, yeah. It's pretty dumb that this had to happen to me. I thought I was still perfectly fine and normal. Until you kind of realize you wasn't. And why I still thought I was perfectly fine and normal is because I can't feel it. Like, I don't feel pain or anything. Because your liver doesn't really have, like, nerves to really sense pain. Liver doesn't have that. And yeah, that's why I didn't really feel anything of it. Until, you know, I started getting tired. I started getting these effects. And these were just building up more and more. Until, well, I kind of found out what happened. Someone who has seen it all is Marijn. I was chatting to him every single day while at hospital. Obviously, when everything uncovered as well. And he decided to visit me on Sunday, which was a very generous thing of him. Here's what he has to say about it.
When I saw Khan falling on the floor, I never thought it would come up to him having this. Where I saw him go onto the floor, some people were laughing behind us, they thought it was funny. And then eventually, we made it downstairs, and I thought the moment that he was gone, he went to the hospital, it was over. And hearing the news about him possibly having blood cancer it stopped my world. I was making homework, but I just couldn't anymore. Because even the chance of having cancer is too much in my eyes. Well, thankfully, it wasn't cancer, of course. But still being unsure of even what is wrong with my friend in his body was not fun for me. I had tests, but most of the time I sacrificed that time of learning to just spending time with Khan, because I needed to be there for my friend. Eventually, when he had to go to the hospital for all of those blood tests, my mom was disappointed that I wasn't going to water scouts. And she did use this against me for months after this. Like, oh yeah, you went to your friend, but you don't even want to go to water scouts. And I still think it was worth it. And eventually, on the day that I went, on a Sunday, I heard that was the day that he was going to go home, even though he constantly had bullshit that meant that his stay kept getting extended more and more.
Yeah, so a little bit for context here. I think it's better to explain myself. So basically, after like a few days, they told me, oh yeah, you can go home today. That was on Thursday. They didn't allow me to go home. Then they said, no, you can go home Friday. I didn't go home on Friday. Because they still needed to do more research, I guess. Then, on Saturday, they said, oh yeah, you can go home today. Saturday came. You guessed it. I wasn't allowed to go home. And that kept on going on until Marijn came on the Sunday. Anyway, Marijn, continue.
Due to the more and more blood tests and the doctors just genuinely not knowing what the hell was wrong with him. And the day that I went, I didn't expect him to go home. I expected it just to be good time talking with my friend, playing some PS4 games. And I swear to God, I had some "we're all in this together, everyone" type of jump when I heard from the doctor that he finally could go home. Genuinely High School Musical end title type shit. It was like a fucking height of my weekend just to hear that he can go home. And eventually in that car ride home, we made jokes about his arm getting broken in the stadium that we were driving past. And it's still been a long ride, dude, because I'm still there for con. And there are still a lot of moments that just block his day-to-day life due to this issue that you could never think of, including sleep. But yeah, that's a story for Khan to tell, not for me. Marijn out.
So, yeah, I went back home. I just want to thank Marijn for coming that day, to be honest. It was very nice of him. He obviously had water scouts on that day, which is just very generous of him to still to come, even though he has something planned on that day. He cancelled it for me in order to come visit me, which is just not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people. So yeah, I went back home, we played a couple video games and he went. And then, unfortunately, it wasn't done yet, because just because I'm home doesn't mean the entire sickness is gone. No, this is gonna remain with me for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna need to take medicine every single day for the rest of my life. Which, yeah, that's a huge thing to say, really, and it's really something you really have to process, to be honest. It doesn't mean I'm dead. Let me remind you, this is a medicine that if I take my medicine every single day well, I can't die from it. Absolutely not. I can still live normally. It's just, I have to take medicine every single day. So, the first medicines go very well. You could see my blood level, or the, how should I say, how do I put this, the health I had is starting to increase again, back to normal. Not entirely, but it's slowly getting there. However, in the beginning of February, I had to go back to the hospital, to Groningen, which is around a 2-hour drive from me. Why? Is because they were thinking of a liver transplant, which is basically replacing the old liver with a new one. The reason why they were thinking of a liver transplant was because if you replace my old liver with a new one, it would fix the problem entirely. I wouldn't have the sickness anymore. It would be completely over. But it isn't that needed though, because you can still live with this sickness, though you have to take medicine every single day. And to be honest, I'd rather have taking medicine, to be honest, than actually risking my life, because there's an actual chance of death if you do a liver transplant. And they also had to do checks with using their systems, even though the results were already known, but still they need to check using their systems because, yeah, let me say the hospital in Groningen was not good. They promised a lot for my mother, for me, and they didn't deliver, which is very disappointing, to be honest. But hey, what can you really do about it? To be honest, it's really every single organization out there, and this one was no different. Luckily, some promises they delivered later. It was just not on arrival, which is very disappointing. But, oh well. Anyway, after the checks were done, and to be honest, it was the same result, so I kind of wasted my time there. But nothing you can really do. I got out after a week. And then we go really into current day. I don't need to go to as many blood tests as I used to. I still need to go like every single month. But not like every single week what it used to be. So, I think it's best to really show my progress right now. As I'm recording this. So this is my current day progress. The green bar is where normal people are. And the blue dot is where I am right now. As you can see, I'm really close to normal human health. Which is great news. However, taking medicine has given a side effect though. It has given me... I'm already underweight. I was already underweight before this. But now I'm even more underweight. So, I have to drink like a drink which gives me like the required amount of food I usually need per day. So I can, you know, gain a few weight. Because how it is right now, it's severely concerning with how underweight I am. It has also given another side effect, which is less sleep, which Marijn already mentioned about. Every single night, listen, I just barely can sleep. It's really keeping me awake at night, but then in the day, I am very tired. So like, it has like an opposite effect, if you know what I mean. Like, at night I'm very energetic, but like in the day I'm very tired. And of course I'm also taking the medicine every single day as well. So that are two side effects to be which I just wanted to mention, which is unfortunate, but nothing I can really do about it. I am getting maybe a few like things to help me sleep, however, so I think it is fixable, the sleeplessness. But anyway, that's the things I wanted to mention in this video. I hope you learned from this, honestly. As well, for my sake as well, it would be greatly appreciated. If you want to subscribe, that would be very appreciated. I would love that. I want to hit like 4,000 subscribers at least by the end of this year. So please subscribe. But anyway, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.